What's up, my comic comrades? It's been a busy few weeks in the nerd world, and there has been a lot to cover. But for those of you wondering when we're going to elaborate on topics like the full Birds of Prey spoiler talk, latest comic book and movie rumors, as well as news, you definitely want to subscribe to our podcast. The Variant Podcast is where Tim and I break down and go into depth on all things we don't get to do here on the main show. In fact, in this week's podcast, which you can find right here, we break down what we think the Birds of Prey movie got wrong and what Jeff Johns' Doomsday Clock series got right. So make sure to subscribe to the podcast's YouTube channel if you prefer to watch. And if you prefer the audio version, you could find the links for iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and Stitcher in the description below as well. Either way, we hope you jump on with us. Now, with that said, back in 2017, we did an episode on the 10 most powerful weapons in comics. And that was a pretty popular episode with all of you, to say the least. But it also got the wheels turning over here for what the most powerful weapons would be if we broke it down to individual comic book universes. So with that in mind, today we're counting down the 10 most powerful weapons in the Marvel Universe. And if you all dig this one, we're gonna follow it up with the 10 most powerful weapons in the DC Universe sometime in the near future. Now, right off the bat, it's important to note that Marvel actually released their official top 10 weapons list back in 2016 on their Marvel.com website. But here's the thing. We don't think it's accurate. For instance, the ultimate Nullifier is number 6 on their list, and Iron Man's armor is number 4. That's not a thing. Also, Cap's shield is on their list. Don't get me wrong, I love Cap's shield, and it's extremely durable. But when you have several things, like the Cosmic Cube and the Necro Sword in the same universe, Cap's shield is not gonna be in the top 10. So again, we respectfully disagree. With that said, here's our list. Kicking off the list is Tactagon. Tactagon is a weapon that first appeared in Avengers The Initiative issue 1 in June of 2007. In short, the Tactagon is an extraterrestrial object/weapon that bonds to the arm of its host, at which point the host can then form any weapons he or she imagines. So in that way, it's very similar to the Green Lantern rings of the DC Universe, which also allows the wearer to form any weapon said Lantern member can think of. The Tactagon is also said to have a level of sentience, as it pushes its host to use it. It can even scan its opponent and match its power to counterattack perfectly. The Tactagon's powers are by all means limitless as far as we know. So much so, it has been classified as an Omega level weapon. That's right, this weapon is so insane, it's considered Omega level. And here you thought that term was only used for mutants. The more you know. Now we have the Crimson Gem of Cyttorak. It made its debut in X-Men issue 12 in July of 1965. The Crimson Gem of Cyttorak is a jewel of great power created by the mystical entity Cyttorak, Lord of the Crimson Cosmos. He's an immensely powerful deity who's the supplier of power to his avatar, the unstoppable Juggernaut. That's right, this is the stone that gives the Juggernaut his unstoppable power. But besides making its avatar an unstoppable force, the mystical artifact is also capable of teleportation, creating mystical constructs and energy blasts. What I'm saying is, for all the power the jewel gives its avatar, it is but a fraction of Cyttorak's true power, and has been said that if used a bit different, the power of the jewel could give its avatar enough power to control the fabric of the universe. Yeah, I'd say its spot has been earned on this list. Next up, we have easily one of the most popular weapons in not just Marvel, but all of fiction, Mjolnir, Thor's mighty hammer, which made its Marvel debut in Journey into Mystery 83 in August of 1962. Almost every comic book fan is familiar with this weapon, but I will say, forged in the heart of a dying star, Mjolnir can't be used by just anyone, only those who are deemed worthy. If you want to know which characters have been deemed worthy, we did an episode on that, which you can check out right here. In short, the hammer can travel way faster than the speed of light and has the ability to control lightning and thunder. Mjolnir also possesses a fraction of the Odin Force, which is more powerful than the power cosmic given to Heralds of Galactus. That right there says a lot, as the power cosmic is no joke. I mean, Silver Surfer, anyone? The hammer has tons of other abilities such as energy absorption and projection, dimensional transportation, the creation of force fields, and the tracking of any being or object anywhere in time or space. But the most powerful attack or ability Thor is able to use with Mjolnir is the God Blast. The God Blast is so incredibly powerful and destructive that it has been proven capable of destroying and harming beings as powerful as Galactus, who was forced to flee for his life when struck by it. You know, Galactus, who's a god. Next up, we have the Odinsword, which debuted in Journey into Mystery 117 in June of 1965. The Odinsword is tremendously old and strong. It's so old, it was forged in ways now lost. But because of the way it was forged, it is capable of withstanding any impact and can cut through all known materials, even freaking Celestial's armor. Also, interesting enough, it can increase its size along with the wielder, as well as channel cosmic energies, with the Odin Force being the prime force behind it. The Odin Force being one of the most powerful forces in Marvel. Odin literally created and destroyed a galaxy with it. One time, a Galactus from another universe fed on the Odinsword and said it was like eating several planets. But to really drive home how powerful this sword is, if I haven't already, it was said that if ever unsheathed, the end of the universe is at hand. What I'm saying is, it makes Mjolnir look cute. Rounding out the bottom 5 is all black, the Necro Sword. The Necro Sword made its debut in Thor: God of Thunder issue 2 in January of 2013. All Black, or the Necro Sword, or All Black the Necro Sword, it goes by many names, is probably the most metal weapon on this list, because it was manifested from the shadow of the symbiote god Null, and tempered using the divine power from a fallen celestial. The blade is made from living darkness and was wielded by Null as he set out to kill the bright, and all that came with it in the universe. And in time, his living blade became known as All Black, or the Necro Sword, and even the God Slayer. After Null was incapacitated during a battle against gods, All Black left him and bonded to an alien called Gore, who unwittingly followed in Null's footsteps, using All Black to slay gods across the cosmos, earning him the title of the God Butcher. The sword is capable of many things, but in the end, its main function is divine slaying, meaning its main purpose is killing gods, celestials, and other cosmic entities. Meaning All Black is capable of bypassing their immortality and affecting them as though they were mortal. The most insane sword in all of Marvel. Kicking off the top 5 is the Destroyer armor, first appearing in Journey into Mystery 118 in July of 1965. Putting it simple, the Destroyer armor is meant to battle the Celestials. It is animated by the life force of a sentient being, and is seemingly indestructible thanks to being enchanted by Odin himself. A fun way to think of the Destroyer armor is, imagine if Mjolnir was a walking battle armor, this is what you would get. Put it this way, when Galactus was attacking Asgard, Odin gave Mjolnir to the Destroyer armor. Now wielding the God of Thunder's hammer, the Destroyer became off the charts powerful. Enough so that Galactus, the freaking devourer of worlds, the ravager of planets, the world eater, was like, not today, I'll come back another time. If that doesn't tell you how badass this armor is, I have no idea what's gonna. Next up, we have the Cosmic Cube, which first appeared in Tales of Suspense 79 in 1966. It's kind of funny how the closer we get to number 1, the easier it is to explain how powerful these weapons are. For instance, the Cosmic Cube or cubes are made from energy from another dimension, and anyone who wields said cube can use it to reshape and change reality to whatever they want. Putting it simply, if Thanos isn't searching the galaxy for the Infinity Gauntlet, he's searching for the Cosmic Cube. Because much like Infinity War, when he used the Gauntlet to shape the universe to his will, in the comics he can use the Cosmic Cube to do the same. Just like when Red Skull used it to create a new reality, or when Black Panther used it to create new worlds. The Cosmic Cube is basically the ultimate genie, allowing you to alter anything. Next up, we have the Ultimate Nullifier, which I briefly talked about in our History of Galactus episode from a few weeks ago. In any case, it first appeared in Fantastic Four issue 50 in May of 1966. Getting right to the point, the Ultimate Nullifier is a weapon that can eliminate anything from existence its wielder chooses. Anything. This thing is powerful enough to destroy entire timelines if the bearer is smart enough and powerful enough to use it. The Ultimate Nullifier is so immensely powerful, you could use it to take on Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet and potentially win depending on the circumstance. But here's my final point. In Fantastic Four issue 50, Reed Richards used the Ultimate Nullifier to scare away and stop Galactus from consuming Earth. Literally, Galactus said, "In the name of the eternal cosmos, put it down. Your feeble mind cannot begin to comprehend its power. You hold the means to destroy a galaxy, to lay waste to the universe." So even a god is scared of the Ultimate Nullifier, because again, it could destroy universes and timelines. Literally anything for that matter. At number 2 is of course the Infinity Gauntlet, which first appeared in Silver Surfer 44 in December of 1990. As we all mostly know because of the MCU, the Infinity Gauntlet is a cosmic artifact that grants the wearer complete mastery over the 6 Infinity Gems in it: time, space, power, soul, mind, and reality. On top of this, the Gauntlet gives its wearer omnipotence, omniscience, and omnipresence. I don't need to get deep into this because basically everyone by now knows how powerful the Infinity Gauntlet is. It basically allows you to do anything you want, just name it. Essentially, the Infinity Gauntlet gives you the powers of Dr. Manhattan, which I never really thought of until now, but that's pretty much exactly what it does, which is beyond insanity. So that begs the question, what the heck could possibly be more powerful than the Infinity Gauntlet? Well, let's find out. At number 1 is the Heart of the Universe. The Heart of the Universe first appeared in Marvel Universe The End, issue 2 in May of 2003. We don't really know much about the Heart of the Universe, but we do know it's virtually omnipotent, and is able to take on cosmic beings like the freaking Living Tribunal. But getting straight to the point, the Heart of the Universe is an object or weapon of infinite proportions. Whoever comes in possession of it becomes the supreme being of the Marvel Universe. That's it, right there. Case closed. Whoever comes in possession of it becomes the supreme being of the Marvel Universe. You just can't get more powerful than that. Now, with that said, Marvel editor Tom Brevoort did go on record saying the Marvel Universe The End title is not part of main Marvel continuity, meaning the Infinity Gauntlet would be the true number 1 most powerful weapon in the Marvel Universe as far as canon goes. But like many of you, we can't understand how the Heart of the Universe would not be number 1, so we decided to include it anyway. With that said, as always, make sure to let us know what you think of this list as well as what yours would be in the comment section down below. First up, we have Dr. Tomorrow, issue 1. Teen hothead and star athlete Bart Sims is about to meet the Valiant Universe's greatest hero, himself. Can't wait to see what this brand new Valiant hero is all about. Now we have Flash Forward issue 6. The finale of the Flash Forward miniseries is here, and Wally West must make the toughest choice of his life. Save the day or save his family. This issue is going to be setting up for DC's next big initiative, Generation Zero or Generation 5. So if you're a big DC fan, you need to read this. Here we have Batman 89. Batman must stop Deathstroke from killing the mayor of Gotham City. But to do so, he has to figure out who ordered the hit in the first place. And finally, we have Deceased the Unkillables issue 1. This is a follow-up series to the awesome Deceased miniseries that wrapped up last year. And here, writer Tom Taylor returns to his dark world with a street-level tale of death, heroism, and redemption, led by Red Hood and Deathstroke. And that's going to bring another episode of Variant to a close, but if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to check out this one right here, and if you like our channel, be sure to subscribe. But I'll see you all next time when I talk about all things comics.